Indiana University has opened its first gay fraternity. Sigma Phi Beta held a closed-door ceremony welcoming its 15 students. The fraternity is for gay, straight, bisexual, and transgender men. The Greek society says its values are diversity, service, scholarship, leadership, and brotherhood. 5 students started the group at the university, then requested fraternity status. The students say they could not find another fraternity on campus that could speak to their interests. The fraternity will have voting rights at Sigma Phi Beta's National Convention.
Students at Cal State Northridge are giving their reactions to the recently defeated Proposition 19. Valley View News' Benny Adams has more on the story.
Legalizing marijuana has been an ongoing issue. Prop 19, also known as the Regulate, Control, and Tax Act, was defeated with 54% of California voters voting no and 46% voting yes. A student at Cal State Northridge shares his view as to why the bill should have passed.
I think it's like an injustice, like what's the effect it's having on criminalization of Latino and Black communities, how there's so many people ending up in the prison system over marijuana, which is not even as bad, it doesn't have as negative an effect as alcohol does.
While these two students have mixed feelings on how it would have affected our economy if passed.
The government could have controlled that aspect and, set tax on it and, got a lot of revenue from that.
It is unknown what would have happened to marijuana dispensaries such as these. Some feel they would have been put out of business, while others feel they would have stayed around. We were unable to get in contact with any employers from these dispensaries, but one student who purchases marijuana from these places had this to say.
I think it's ridiculous how it didn't pass. Everyone else can sit there and go buy alcohol at the age of 21, so there's no reason why we still can't be smoking weed. I'm still going to be smoking whether or not it's legal or not, so I don't understand how it's fair.
In Northridge, this is Benny Adams for Valley View News.
Up next, the release of the first Michael Jackson single after the superstar's death.
Here's the scoop.
And now we go to entertainment news with Shona Aliar.
Thanks, Emma. The first official single following Michael Jackson's death has been released. The song is called Hold My Hand. Jackson's website says he left a handwritten note wishing the song that he recorded with Akon in 2007 be released. The collaboration with Akon is available on the singer's website and for sale or digital download. Former President Bill Clinton is moving to the big screen. A source told People magazine that Clinton is making a cameo in The Hangover 2, now filming in Thailand. The former president already shot his brief appearance in Bangkok, where he also delivered a speech on clean energy. Clinton joins the cast of Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, Zach Galifianakis, and Justin Bartha, who are returning for this sequel. Superhero comedy Megamind pushed the thriller Unstoppable to a screeching halt at the box office. The animated film featuring the voices of Will Ferrell and Tina Fey took the #1 spot for the second week in a row. Ticket sales hit over $30 million. The Denzel Washington thriller Unstoppable rolled to second place, bringing in an estimated $23.5 million. And coming in at #3 was Due Date, starring Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis. The R-rated comedy made an estimated $15.5 million. Following those films was sci-fi flick Skyline about an alien invasion, and romantic comedy Morning Glory about a struggling morning newscast had a slow start. Grammy-winning singer Christina Aguilera received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Aguilera first appeared on television 20 years ago as a contestant on Star Search. She was also a cast member of Disney's Mickey Mouse Club. Her self-titled debut album was released in 1999, reaching #1 on the Billboard's 200. She also stars in the film Burlesque, appearing opposite Cher. The movie opens November 24th. Jessica Simpson is engaged to be married to former NFL player Eric Johnson. This comes less than 2 weeks after Simpson's former husband, Nick Lachey, announced his engagement to girlfriend Vanessa Minnillo. Simpson has been dating Johnson since last May. Well, that's it in the entertainment world. Back to you.
Patients suffering from abnormal heart rhythms now have a new option for treatment. It's called dabigatran, and it's the first new drug of its kind in 2 decades. Doctors say it's a major help for the estimated 2 million Americans suffering from what's called atrial fibrillation. The drug allows patients to avoid frequent blood tests and medication adjustments. Atrial fibrillation is an abnormal heart rhythm that increases the rate of a stroke by a factor of 5.
Consumers can rate restaurants, hotels, and professors online. Now doctors are on the list. Sagat Survey, the famous restaurant and travel guide, will now allow patients in Illinois to rate their doctors. With Sagat Health Survey, patients will grade doctors in 4 categories, including office environment and availability. A doctor's reviews will be displayed online once the physician is graded by 10 patients or more. The Sagat Health Survey plans to start in late November.
A recent videotaped argument at San Diego International Airport has stirred up questions about airport screening. Software engineer John Tyner refused to go through an X-ray machine at the request of airport security, when security said he would be patted down instead.
I turned to him, I looked him in the eye, and I said, if you touch my junk, I'll have you arrested. The supervisor came over, she explained the whole process again. I told her, I'm not really comfortable with this.
Tyner was led away by police and told he could face a civil lawsuit. Officials say being X-rayed is an option for all passengers, and they can request alternative screening, which means being patted down. Anyone refusing both processes will be turned away.
Every Tuesday and Thursday, children meet at Monterey Hall as part of a program called CSUN Flowers. Preschool, Valley View's Tadavik Tegranian joins us in the studio with more.
The CSUN Flowers program focuses on letting parents join the learning to help their children develop a range of skills.
Here I am, as you can plainly see.
A group of toddlers begin their day by sitting in a circle and singing songs. They are part of the CSUN Flowers preschool program. The program is developed around communication, speech, and language for children between the ages of 18 months and 4 years. The program opened in spring 2010 and is run by CSUN's Language, Speech, and Hearing Center. Amalia Hernandez has been bringing her daughter to the program since its launch and says it has improved her verbal skills.
She was speaking really fast and with so many words that she wasn't really able to be understood by anybody other than me. So they helped her a lot in getting her just low down enough so that she can be understood by anybody.
The program provides a natural learning environment where children can be with their families and be exposed to new ideas.
Well, our philosophy is that children learn best with their families. And these are little guys. They can go to kindergarten without their mommies, but at 2, it's kind of difficult.
Inside, children can develop their motor skills through songs and movement. They also participate in activities such as painting. Outside, the play area is made similar to a backyard or a playground, so the children can be able to apply the same ideas at home. Cards like these give children the repetition and routine they need to help engage in their speech. The program also utilizes the narratives and questions and answers to help them engage in their learning. During snack, children use language and speech to ask the clinician what type of snack they want. Student clinicians also work with the children to improve their speech and language skills.
One of the goals that I'm working with my client is pretend play. So we basically put together a scenario so he could be engaged in pretend play because he's a little over 2 years, and that's the age where we want them to start engaging in that kind of play.
The program not only improves children's speaking skills, but also brings families closer together. The program is $540 per semester and is open for faculty, staff, students, and community members. In Northridge, I'm Tadavik Tegranian for Valley View News. Stratton says that one of the main goals for the program is for the parents to learn additional skills that will help their child at home. Back to you.
For Clemisha McDaniel and Sharona Layar, I'm Diana Garduno.
And I'm Emma Almendares. Have a great day.